half an hour of a bus ride east, and this is how it looks like. Doesn't even look like the city anymore. And on my way here, it looks just as desolate, for a city at least. I don't know who those guys are, why they're there. Illegal taxis, obviously, and I am going to a museum right now. Yeah, yet another. Nobody actually checked for the ticket, but I bought it anyway. Yeah. Division of work during this era. Some of the animals, stuffed animals now, found around the same region because of the bone discovery. I suppose these are what they ate. Quick display of some of the artifacts. Pottery mostly. Now what's this? I don't really know. I see it's actually a model home from that era of the Banpo people. It's either a home or some sort of a, what do you call it, the pottery smithing site. This large pot is for burying infant deaths, infants that have died. The mother will throw the child in there and bury him or her around the house. Yeah, so these are houses. Explanation on these two houses. So this first one is for the common people. They dig down about 3 feet or 3 meters down or something like that. And generally they will crawl inside from this entrance. They will light a fire inside through here to get rid of all the wetness and vapor. As for this hut, it is generally a noble's home, having great windows to both get heat from and light, taking this shape. And I forgot, he was explaining that one of them faces east, one of them faces south. So yeah, that was something probably about the origins of feng shui and whatnot. Some of the restored tools from that region. Right, so I should make a correction because I just figured this out. So you basically throw these pinpointed bottles into the river or maybe a pool or whatever, a bunch of water, to flip it on the side. It's gonna start filling up, right? So as it fills up, all the water drains down to the pinpointed bottom, and as it starts to stand, it's gonna have the water all filled up, and if it stands perfectly down like this, vertical, means water is filled and you can gather it. But they're saying that they don't really know what exactly this is meant for anyway, even though it can gather water, but so what? The Museum of Family Names and their origins. I already know where mine came from, so it doesn't really matter. It's not really Chinese anyway. Yeah, we have a Picasso of the Stone Age. Compared to all the rest of them, this one is completely disoriented. This is a really intelligent artifact. So you know how in the West they have goblets and you have to knock them so that the wine spills into each other's cup to make sure that no one actually has poison in the cup. So they use this exact tool / container to do the exact same effect. So right here is the actual site of one of those rectangular pyramid houses. It said 0.7 meters, so roughly, oh, I don't know. I was thinking 3 feet, so I guess it was 3 feet. And over there, just a little bit, yeah, right in the center of this, is actually one of those pot burial thingies for babies. So this is one of the 2 large ditches. They still are trying to figure out what this is meant for, but I'm just gonna take a wild guess that 1, it's used for communication, 2, it's used for throwing garbage. But seeing as how they haven't really discovered any garbage in there, it's probably not used for garbage, so it might be used for some sort of a communication, either device or just walk around so they don't. But why don't they walk just above ground? Is it used for nightly protection? Who knows, right? So this is how they build a house. This is basic steps. First you dig a hole that's twice as big compared to the post, and throw in some sticky mud, pieces of stone, whatnot, as the basis. Put it in, add in more mud, and then over here, above ground, continue building it up, and that will stabilize the post. So they really hide nothing in this museum. They're all dead bodies, skeletons, all of them. This burial site contained actually 6 skeletons, 2 male and 4 female. They were assuming that this means back then there was not anything about marriage in the modern sense. And if they lay sideways in their pit, that means they died of an accident rather than a natural death. And a second time burial generally symbolizes that the person who died was extremely important and they were relocated to a better spot. So this is the steps towards making pottery. First you get the mud, shape it, reshape it, decorations, reverberations, whatnot. Over here is where they paint, throw it in the kiln, and wait. The Banpo settlement. It's not far from this river. And here is how it looks like in somewhat greater detail. Dwelling area, the ditch I was just talking about. Damaged ditch, yeah. The rest of it are just the moat surrounding it. And the burial site / graveyard. This used to be a pottery workshop, but it's not open anymore. I don't know when it will be open, so nah. Then again, I can do it in Toronto anyway, right? Looks pretty neat though. This is a restaurant. I don't know what these are, probably also the restaurant.